But gals and tanks and guns came to take away our sons. How you doing? Friday night in the stream yard. That little duck icon in the corner of the screen. Cost me $50 a month to get rid of that sucker. I could even get myself a little image on my channel up there if I wanted to. But I can't be asked paying that. Got other things to pay money on, such as rent, food, fucking 9 bars. I don't know, whatever. But it's been fucking steep, man. Saying that's a free service. Who knows? No one's in the chat tonight. I'm officially 40 years old, man. Halfway, man. Middle-aged man now. Oh, some crack last week, boy. Oh, I can hear the cats outside. Typical. Just as I'm about to start doing a live stream, the cats turn up. Gets in the cradle with a silver spoon. Shawnee from Chicago appears in the chat. Danny O'Neill. Oh, every man must stand behind the men. Behind the wire, yeah. Amanda's here, time for a prostate exam. Says Sean, it's time and again. You got to get the finger, gotta feel the gooch. Gotta go to the doctor. Gonna have a good time then. Shawnee and Gilmartin, you said there was potential for investors in the Hardy books. Any word, buddy? Oh, this word's all right. Been having some strong words lately, but I don't want to say anything until there's fucking ink on paper. But there's a bit of development chat. There is a bit of development chat, but I'll keep that. It's early days yet. Early days, but that's I had a bit of an existential crisis there, 10-40 at the last weekend, and I was like, fuck this year, man. Gotta pull the finger right out. And I do something. Then I do something next year. Then I do something the year after. But I better get back into making stuff. It's been a turbulent 3 years. And it's time to get back on the pony, man. The Pony Express. All the way to Highball City. Oh, if I spoke wheel job, says Robert Cool. Christine Perez, looking good for 40 though. Thanks very much, man. I'll have to get back into the fucking gym. I've really had a couple of loose weeks, which is fucking understandable. Anytime you speak, you think you can hear the cat. Unless I'm going Doolally, Texas Pete, Sean Gilmartin. How much do you reckon an episode costs? I mean, everything is more expensive than it once was. I'd say if you want to do it with TV and you got to get union staff involved, I'd say nowadays you'd probably want at least $100,000 an episode, and that's for cast and crew, post production. Every time I do the stream, he starts monsters of men, monsters. I'll have to let him in a second. 40 years of schnepping necks and cashing checks. Fucking battered boys for breakfast job. Fucking typical. These lads are one feeding now. Excuse me. There's one here. The other lad's outside. Bape Dude the second. Any advice for sticking at the gym? Find it wild hard to keep going after about 6 weeks. Yeah, you get to the stage where like, I'm fit for anything. I can take it easy for a week. And then something will come along. Then you're like, oh, got to get back to it. I've got to get back to it. Mr. Boombastic, how much if you take your own sandwiches and save on the catering? I don't know, man. I mean, like at bare minimum these days, you'd want about 100K an episode, and that's cheap as chips in terms of budgets for TV shows. Paj Mahaj, how are you doing? Robert Coon, 40 years old, looking well, mush. Fair pleasure, Robert. Fair pleasure, brother, man. I've now been in Sweden on and off 20 years, man. Half my life has been spent coming back and forth the North Sea, fucking Stockholm. And I kind of think to myself, of all the places I could have been, why here? But why not? Is the other question. I mean, Barbados would have been a nice touch. I always have a nice romantic image in my mind of just living on a beach somewhere in the Bahamas. A real chilled out life, man. Just get some like motor ski rental kind of jobbies. Little bar down by the beach. I don't make Long Island iced teas. I make Strong Island iced teas. When was your birthday, mate? Happy birthday. My birthday was last Sunday. How about the Super Bowl this weekend? Who's playing? I don't even fucking know who's playing. Super Bowl. See, is it the Chiefs, are they in it? Are they? Who's playing, man? Who's playing? Chris Perez would fucking give me that. He would give me that in a jiffy. The Chiefs versus the Eagles. Oh yeah, fucking hell, man. I got family down in Philly. You know what I'm saying? Phillies. Stephen Stokes. Hello, Martin. Well, Hardy Buck's making a return. I'm working on it, baby boy. I'm working on it. Been working on it for quite a while, but this time I've gone to someone from the old days. Someone I know will get the job done. Philly versus KC. Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philly Eeks. Eeks. Yeah, good lads. Good lads. Fair play to you, lads. Madonna looks like a jigsaw. I tell you, she's rough enough, man. She is fucking rough. The Atlanta Falcons job. Look how beast. Philadelphia fans are a violent bunch. It was the murder capital of the States there for a while, but I'd say Chicago's fucking fairly boosted up those levels. Come up here to me, lad. Fucking look at this monster. Fucking monster, man. The dimensions of him. He's a fucking hunk. They call you young hunk. Or do they call you young fool? They don't call you young fool. They call you young hunk. The size of this young hunk, man, he's like a fucking lynx. He's absolutely fucking huge. He's got problems. Good solid bastard of a cat. Fucking monster, man. I'm going to have to go and... This sounds mad, but Trailer Park Boys... Well, funny enough, I was supposed to speak to Bubbles this week. I'll drop my text, but I want to get onto him and do some sort of crossover. I think it's high time. They're sound boys, man. They're sound boys. They get the ethos of small town living, hard living. But behind the scenes, they're getting old, like myself, and they're like, fans coming up to them going, "Hey, smoke that, man." And I'm like, nah, it's okay. Got about 16 gigs to do in the next 5 years. Whatever that means, I've no idea. Get stateside, Don Maloney. I think he's all right. We leave him where he is for now. Like, we leave him where he is. He is huge, Pete. He's an absolute Adonis. His brother's outside. I've got to let him in, but I feel like if you're just going to be looking at an empty wall. But maybe what I could do in the meantime is I could put this... I could put the old... the video I put up today. I did a good video, and I can get those monsters fed, man. Fucking monster, man. There's a Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. Fair play to Guy Ritchie. He'll never be out of work, man. He's never. It must be nice to have your foot in the door like that. It must be nice. Do you know what I mean? Be like, oh, I'm making coin beyond reason. Fucking Rowan Keating job. I don't know how the audio is on this, but Sean, thank you for the birthday touch, man. Thank you very much, kind sir. And if anybody else wants to give me a touch in the heat of the night, there the old ticker says PayPal Maloney's Digest. 1 second. What about you there, Ruth? Ruth?
Well, hi.
I'm doing a live stream on YouTube there, Ruth Law. You can join in if you want for the crack. Where are you?
I didn't even know.
She look there. I am there. Hey, do you want to come on for the chat?
I'm going to the.
You going to the Player Haters Ball, are you?
No, I have to go to Dublin tomorrow, fucking at 8 a.m.
Oh well, you want to be going into your bobos?
Fucking steaming.
Steamboat Willied. Good woman there for you. Anyone will have her. There's men behind the wire here. But I was going to say, give me a bell tomorrow. I want to take the kids to see Monster Jam, also known as.
I love your kids. They're so fucking. Alice is just a beauty, and fucking. Betty beat me in fucking 3 arm wrestles.
She's strong as an ox. She's so strong, man. So strong.
It's so fucking strong.
Hey, hop into this live chat for the crack, Ruth. You have a good laugh.
Where is it?
It's on Maloney's Digest on YouTube, and I'll put a link in, and you can just follow the.
Send me the link on the mobile there. Hey.
Well, no, just if you go on to Maloney's, I can't because it's a bit fiddly. Well, yeah, go into the chat and you'll see it. You'll see it.
Okay.
Texas Pete, thank you for the super chat, baby boy.
All right, bye-bye now.
All right, good luck now. The link is in the StreamYard job. Good luck now, good luck. Ruth was over. I've known Ruth now for 20 years. Fucking soon, you're from Belfast, hey. Tell Ruth I'm single. Well, she's free to mingle. So yourself and Ruth maybe go to Boston and make some goulash. See M Fox in the house. The language on her. Oh. 1 second. I'm going to put this. I'm going to share the screen, and I'll put this on for any of you who haven't seen it yet. Share the screen, and we'll watch a bit of this. 1 second now. Oh. Okay, let's see. Hopefully you can hear this now. Verona Keaton once said, "Life is a roller coaster. You just got to ride it." Let the cats go. Not that. Could I have done things differently? Yeah. In fairness, like, the planning wasn't too bad. It was just bad execution. Like the time we had the Foamy Nights party back in Buzz's cottage in 2009. We took €10 on the door to have a foam party that turned into a rave. Lads ended up off their heads on chats, myself included. That's how the Viper managed to steal our taken for the event. We were too speckled to understand what he was doing with our money. Just let him off with it in good faith. The bass was just so hard, man. I didn't care at the time. It wasn't until the come down kicked in, and kicked in hard. It was like a Glaswegian fireman's size 10 Wellington boot smashing through the doors of my mind. Wouldn't be the first time one of my plans had gone awry. What can I say? What you do in haste, you can repent at leisure. Too seriously was the degree that I did take the mantra of Limp Bizkit frontman Fred Durst's 2001 My Way or the Highway from best-selling album Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog Flavour Water. Yeah, cheers Fred. Took a fool's advice there, man. What if I just listened to my career guidance counsellor I was talking about a few chapters back and done that computing course? Could have been an IT consultant specialist making insane coin. Not only was it DCU it turned out, I was given a place in DIT Bolton Street to become a car mechanic. Fucked that off too. Now looking back, I should have got a trade under my belt. Made a load of handy wedge and married a hot English MILF like Rod Stewart's ex, Rachel Hunter. She was nice, especially in that music video, Stacey's Mom by Fountains of Wayne. Some pop outfit from the mid-noughties. Many people wouldn't know, but the band found its name from an episode of Series 2 of The Sopranos. A shop in the episode that sold water fountains. Tony gets a speeding ticket from a jobs-worthy cop, played by actor James S. Dutton. You might remember him as a sound bald black lad seeking spiritual redemption in a penal colony out in some shithole in space. Fair play to him. He saved Ellen Ripley from getting done in by a bunch of intergalactic skinhead wrongins in Alien 3. Don't know what was worse, those lads or the Rottweiler xenomorph running around dimly lit corridors picking boys off one by one. That was some dark sci-fi shit right there, man. After Alien 3, it was all downhill from there, really. The Aliens vs. Predator franchise was a fucking waste of time, man. Total washout. I'd write better fucking scripts on the back of me fucking sack. Fuck's sake, man. I've only gone off on yet another tangent. Get used to it, I suppose. It's gonna happen a lot. Yes.
It's a bomb.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it kills every fucking one of them.
So that was my dad there as fucking some mad shit. Look at the shit that's coming up here, man. Secret meeting. Jimmy Dore show. Hey, this new guy's called Value Entertainment. Started watching this guy. He's got some great guests on. Project Veritas finished. Christ, lads. To answer your question there, Texas Pete, Sopranos, absolutely. If there was any HBO drama you should watch, that is by far and away the best. And a lot of Sopranos actually, the essence that Sopranos managed to capture was something that greatly influenced the Hardy books. Fucking monsters, man. Some cabal spec. Oh, listen, I know the crack. What was this? Liam O'Reilly, fair play. Thanks very much, mate. Happy birthday, Martin, lad. Was thinking stateside, a hairy mammoth bollocks of a man, so he is. Did you like Banshees of Inisherin? Horse, boss. I haven't seen it yet, but it's one of those things where basically no one can say any wrong about it, because if they do, then they'll never get access to any of the cast and crew. Who let me see, was it who distributed it? Banshees of Inisherin distribution. I'd say it was Universal job, was it? Disney Plus distributor. Okay, let's see who it was. Searchlight Pictures, was it? Walt Disney. Well, it's one of them which was. I haven't seen it, but the McDonough boys, much like Guy Ritchie, foot in the door, and you're to blame. You gave the Banshees a bad name. I seen Alien Resurrection was awful, Paj Mahaj. It was shite. Shite. I remember thinking it was watchable shite at the time, but there's too much CGI, and I didn't know what the fuck to make of it. But I didn't really watch much of it. CM Fox wants to know: are Germany going to invade Norway again for helping? No, they didn't, did they? Fuck it. You know what? Germany will do fucking nothing, man. Germany is a colonized nation after the fall of the Third Reich. It is then being colonized for the last 80 years, same as Japan. And and I think basically the last domino to fall is, well, there's a few dominoes. You got Venezuela, North Korea. Interesting about China. They're making rumbles about China. Russia is another one. Iran, Syria, Somalia. Couple of boys, couple of nations that haven't yet fallen to the new world order that George Bush Sr. and Clinton and the boys spoke about all that time ago. Bastards. The vibe's there if you wanted, like, says Navy TV, hey. But I don't know. Look, there's it came out. Iman Aaron Mate, who works at the Grey Zone, was on Tucker Carlson recently. Basically, there was another guy called Hirsch, who was a Pulitzer Prize winner for the Wall Street Journal, I think it was. And Angela Merkel's toilet is ground zero. I'd say that thing would be under pressure. A bit like the bit of skin behind Madonna's jawline. China are up slimy stuff. See that fucking balloon there? And I'm not talking about Whoopi Goldberg. I'm on about the China balloon. I like the way it was just like, don't mind it. Don't mind that. That balloon is sound. Brian Long says, any chance you can say a big shout out to my kids, Marcus, Matthew, and Francesca. They love you, Eddie. I'll add kids. How you getting on? And fair play to you, hey, for having 3 of them, Brian. Brian Long, the man with the big ding dong. Ho ho. Have another couple of kids now, lad, if you can afford them. They don't want us having large families of kids. You see, children are like an arrow in your quiver. And if you have a whole heap of them and you raise them well, they'll be grateful. And then later on, when you're old, you'll have a good fucking crew around you. That's why I admire the Travelers, because, there's about 10, at least 10 kids in each lot. And then they have 10 kids. And then then they can just summons a whole posse to be down to fucking smash the gaff up if need be. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. And I have a Dr. Driver. That's a fertile man. We'll hop in, Dr. Driver. Please do. If you want to keep the chat boat going, please do call in. Yes. Amanda, fair play to you. 7. Good on you. If I had the fucking patience. And also, like, Stockholm isn't the kind of place that is, You know, it's just what you need is a good place in the country where it's nice and cheap. You can live off the land, and the kids can help you and homeschool them. So when they come out, they're fucking ready for the world. I'm cool being single, says Texas Pete. I guess all these years I got lucky, but more likely slow swimmers. Get yourself over to fucking Thailand, man. Get yourself a nice woman. She come back, give you old Thai massages. Fucking make you green curries. Treat you like a king. That's what you need, man. Look at fucking stateside. It's the pride of fucking Manila, no the cunt. Connor Kelly, what made you choose Stockholm in the first place, lad, if I may ask? Well, I was living in Greece, you see, hanging out with a bunch of nutters, and listen to those monsters. Monsters eating again, like. Look, I tell you one thing, man. You'd need a dump truck full of cat food, because they're monsters of men. They just ate non-stop. But I came here just on a bit of a kind of a open-ended holiday, 2006. Ended up meeting a couple of women over the course of the years, and sure, here I am now, by kids and everything. What's it say here? Where we know? I missed one. Mate, someone in the fam had 21 kids and raised them in a trailer. Well, I mean, I can understand. They wouldn't be living in the house if they had 21 kids. You know, you gotta pay for them first. But I'd say they're all good kids. I'd say they're all good kids. CM Fox, how many people are dying lately? Another one I know gone today. Maybe I'm next. Hey, don't, God forbid, man. God forbid. As my auntie-in-law would say, there's people dying today that would never die before. always drop the hand on the table to check before you bring them home. Ha ha. Spoken like Dimebag. Spoken like a true Dimebag fan. Yeah, let me see. My wife reckons Norway is the place to live. Oh, plenty of wedge. But I'd say it'd be boring enough. Do you know what I mean? Everyone looks well. But I don't know. I've never been. But apparently when you hear Norwegians saying that Stockholm is great crack, you're like, well, I never. Stockholm's not too bad, actually. It's a good spot. Like, look at this for some facts that Pez Power's spitting out here. Facts. People die every day. People are born every day too. CIA boys are after you. Fucking skull and bones. Illuminati boys. Baddens. Devices not found. They will need to connect to the mic and cam before you can add them to the stream, it says. It's boring. I'd say it's boring, and everyone drives around in lovely cars. I mean, you know, if you have the money to go snowboarding and skiing and driving around on yachts, that'd be good crack. Do you know what I mean? You know, is there a bounce stretcher in Stockholm? No, there isn't, but there's a new franchise called Normal, which basically sells English stuff. So you know, in fairness, you can get English products or UK Irish products here. There's a pub that offers the same crack and chat and drink, and then you have shops now where you can purchase much missed incrudiments. Yeah, you can watch English TV on IPTV if you want to watch the fucking soaps or whatever it is you want to watch. Aye, Philly Mitchell. Aye, Danny Arches. But yeah. So there's a lot more, like, you know, you can catch up on things, you know, social media and TV and YouTube. So you can the things I miss most other than family and friends, I have access to all that now, which is good crack. I like Maloney, how you've been bringing cheer and laughs to take the bullshit going on in the world. Go ahead, Pete. Well, someone's got to do it. Much of an expat crew there is, to be fair. A couple of right fucking juicy characters too. Oh, hey, speaking of juicy characters, we got this fucking header in the mix. Hello, Chris. How are you, lad? Hello. Have you got? Is the mic in there? Is it? Gone but not forgotten. I'm sure he'll be back. I'm sure Eastern Russia is boring, but at least it'll be cheap.
It's working.
Hi, Chris. How are things, buddy boy? I can hear you loud and clear.
Doing well. I just wanted to pop in, say hello, wish you a happy birthday, and tell the world that you don't need any more kids, because if you had more, you'd be running around with no hair. So
Well, I'm halfway there. Tell me this: did you get the hand-me-down off Zelensky?
Oh, Zelensky, I didn't get any hand-me-down. I got
You
a
didn't get the
hand
hoodie
over
off him, though.
pants I got a hand over pants from Merkel one time, not a hand-me-down.
But I was wondering, did you get the hoodie off him? Like,
You know what? He's stealing my style. He's stealing my style.
that's right. That's how we do.
I was fighting
Guys,
once when that man was acting in TV shows. Don't get it twisted.
Oh man, how's life with you?
I'm doing all right, man. Sounds like you had a great time this weekend, though.
Oh, it was fucking beyond. You know, there were so many legends at it. You really should have come, Chris. You
I
really
was
should
in
have come.
Los Angeles. I had one meeting about us, but I'll talk to you about that on the side.
Who were you talking to? Fucking Snake Plissken, was it?
No, I was talking to an entertainment company. That's all.
Big ballers. Big ballers.
That's all. But listen, a couple dudes in the chat, and I've been saying this to you for years now. Why can't we do a live watch along with the Hardy Bucks? With you, at least.
Yeah, we could well do. Yeah, we could well do.
Yeah,
I really just need to sort out the audio, make sure it's decent. Did you? Hey, oh, by the way, I need to tell all the viewers this. So I'm on TikTok now as the real Eddie Durkin, I think it is, and also hello Melody Pugh, how are you, love? Good to see you. There she is. All right, love, over in the north, south of here. But I was going to say, I've also, for anyone who is on Odyssey, I do have a backup channel that all these streams go to. So that's on Odyssey, same name, Maloney's Digest. Just give us a follow over there, just to be, in case one day I get too spicy.
That's true. And has everybody in the comment section seen Blazing Budgets yet? Because that's been out for a week.
Oh, Blazing Budgets. Well, we can let me have a look at this. I can get a bit of this up so we can get the director himself in.
It's as close as you're going to get to the Hardy Bucks right now, though. You got to admit that. So.
Oh, you got that one right. How are the numbers doing on that?
2,000 in a week.
It's such. I mean, that's, you know, there should be more than that. To be fair, like.
Yeah, but if everybody in here could give it a like, would be awesome.
A like and a share, my man.
Yeah, the share would be great. I mean, if we got 2,000 views, we only have I think we have like 100 likes. So, you know, we need more. But
give it some likes. I'll show you a little bit. I'll show you a little bit.
Let me try and put this here.
We just need to, and also Chris, if you give it an old subscribe to Chris there on Pez Power Productions.
Stay green, Pointy Boy watched it. Thank you for that.
Hey, Matty, my man. I meant to get to back to you, man.
Oh, you're kind of glitched out there. I don't know if it happened on anybody else's end.
I don't know. Actually, who was the guy at the end in that video whose house he went into, the paddling pool, just some random Swede? No, that's James St. Ledger. He's a fucking legend, and he's moved out to Kuala Lumpur. Gone out for good weather and chilled out living.
That's where we should go next.
Oh yeah, glitch in the matrix. Graham Russell, I like the hair down there by the claw. You know,
who's taking care of all of his cats while he's out in Kuala Lumpur, though?
Oh man, I think he's got that sorted, man. I think he put them into a cannon and shot them into space. And
Fair enough. So. Who else was over there? Gaffigan? I saw a Cowboy wasn't there. Who else, kid?
Gavigan, Tommy Boo.
Oh, Tommy Boo was there.
Andy Wallace, Mark Mulholland, Ruth came over. That was the five of them from the UK. Paul Gallagher was over. We had good crack with Paulie G as well.
Wow. And what's this talk with? You might be talking to Bubbles. Are we keeping that under wraps?
Yeah, I just wanted to I was gonna have a chat with him. I haven't really formulated anything, but if you have any ideas in the chat that you would like to see the books doing some sort of crossover with the Trailer Park Boys, do give me a couple of suggestions so I don't go with my balls in my hand saying, "Yo, I got some ideas. Let's fucking talk."
Ricky and the Viper should link up and have some sort of weed scam going. That's like the easiest thing ever.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll have to. I'll get on to him this week. I meant to get back to him, but like, things things had it was quite a lot of moving parts of the week there with the old birthday celebrations and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I didn't give you a call all week. I figured it'd take you a week just to get over it.
Oh, you should have come over, Chris, man. You would have just been fucking.
I'll be there. Don't worry. Sooner than later. I'll be over there. You're just waiting the touch from the federal government to come through, and we'll be all set. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, well, deliciously dope. Put us in touch, man. I need to get some. I realized that you know, I would if I was over in the States doing comedy, man, it would go down well. I met 3 sound dudes who were over building the track for Monster Jam. And,
oh, really?
Yeah, I was just chatting to those lads, and they were like, "Why aren't you over here in or why aren't you in the States, man?" And I was like, I really do need to try and get a trip to the States. Just I would like to have a booking agent who just takes care of the dates, because I'm really hesitant, just because it's just there's a lot of head work, and I kind of feel the last few years have just been somewhat exhausted. But I definitely want to go over and start doing gigs. The boys bump into each other. What's it? Thank you very much. That's really dope. Appreciate that. But let's see. The boys bump into each other in Vegas at McGregor comeback fight night. I tell you that there's stranger things have happened.
No, I mean, well, I sent you that link a couple weeks ago. You should be able to get over here soon then. So.
Oh man, this Johnny Sideways, it blends together like milk and sugar and tea or coffee. The Foo Bar Boys, man, I must watch that. I've actually got the DVD over there. I must watch it.
What DVD?
So I was Foo Bar.
Fucked up beyond all recognition.
Yeah.
I've never seen
Man,
that.
Diener, so I need to get onto him as well. Terry Hoosh knows who I'm talking about.
What's up, Terry? Shout out.
Bubbles' Irish cousin is visiting with his friends, something like that. What about if Bubbles' Irish cousin was Salmon?
Yeah, I think they should just be cousins already, and that's how you guys come together. Salmon's like, "Oh, my Canadian."
Oh, Paj he already came up with the goods, man. He already came up with the goods. Didn't see you there, Paj Mahaj. He fucking was one step ahead of the fucking boyhood.
That's right.
Where's Dr. David, man? I need to speak to Dr. David as well. Get him in the mix to see what the deal is. What's he been up to? What's he been at? Any Letterkenny fans?
Deliciously Dope Letterkenny is pretty funny too. I mean, it's pretty funny.
I haven't seen that yet.
Different.
I haven't seen it. Joey boy, come here, mate.
It's more like
come here, buddy.
Dialogue based of a show than Hardy Bucks or Trailer Park Boys. They pick a thing and they'll riff on it forever. It's pretty funny though.
Where's the street? Oh, there's Dr. David. He's been lurking in the comments.
Yeah,
he's been watching. He's been lurking in the chat. Yeah, on the screen. His favorite band of all time is the Rasmus, I believe.
I like this. Robert said cheeky plan is have Bubbles and have Bubbles buy weed off of Viper, and then the boys come over to make sure that nothing goes wrong in the deal, and then boom, you go off on your
Yeah, I mean, something going on. Salmon Pantera guy says Salmon and Bubbles fight over inheritance left from a distant aunt. Now that's a fucking good one, man.
That is a good one. Right there, I got. Should we write this down?
Oh, it'd be in the chat, so we can revisit tomorrow. Hello, Dr. Javid. Oh, there's a big silver microphone in your face.
Oh,
Dr. Dave, good to see you, bud.
Good to see you, Jen. I've actually come dressed as you, Martin, from 2011.
Cool, man. I like your style. Looks good. Looking strong, man. Looking strong. looking substantial. Maybe. Did you get a new camera? Me?
Yeah.
No, I just had the light closer to my face. You can't really see the background. It feels like I'm being interrogated. We want to know what you know about the Nord Stream pipeline. I heard you were floating around there with a guy called Daniel the Lizard Man. He crawled into the pipe.
Was it my American friends that have done this pipe thing for sure, or what?
Ah, yeah, of course it was, man. I mean, look, they're now selling LNG to Europe at a ridiculously high price. Ah, I'll buy it at a high price. The merchant from the merchant from Resident Evil 4 is going to come along and be like, "Ah, stranger, stranger. Now that's a weapon." Let's just take this opportunity to look at Stranger Resident Evil 4, and let's just let's just have a little take this meeting the merchant. So this lad, I used to always love meeting this lad.
It's funny, I can see us paused on Dr. Dave's screen behind him.
Over here, stranger. 1 second, let me just let me get the merchant in, man. There's Leon S. Kennedy. Shit, man, it seems like the discombobulation unit is lagged out. Maybe I should. Okay, here he is. Oh man, what's going on? Please. Yeah, well, I thought there'd be a bit more. Thought there'd be a bit more chat. I like the way you got the eggs there as well. In the. But
CM Fox, Americans with the help of Norway, and they had to tell the Swedes and Danes because they have sonar surveillance set up in time.
Ooh.
Got a selection of
Good things on sale, stranger. Don't know if you'd noticed, stranger. Come back after you've 10 shot. The stranger, man.
What are you selling?
What are you selling?
Martin, that sounds like you talking. I thought that was you talking, not him.
I've seen this so.
Thank you. Is that all, stranger?
Sounds like Liz when he says thank you.
Thank you. What are you buying? Is that all, stranger?
I just got something that
Thank you.
that might be useful for you.
Yeah.
I think. Just hang on 1 second.
More useful than the Resident Evil merchant.
You know the way sometimes
I hope so.
you maybe, but you know the way sometimes you play online, as in you play guitar online. I think I found out a way that you can put it directly into, so it's not just you hear it in the background, like as in like, you know, the guitar directly plays out of the speakers. I think I figured out a way to do it. Will I show you?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay.
Joey boy, come here, mate. See, he just comes in for the feed and he's off again. What's he playing over there? We'll bring Era back into the screen. How are you, Era? Any crack, lad?
Well, how's it going, lad?
Fucking hanging in there like a pair of jocks from the 90s.
Jeez, that's good, that's good.
Can you hear that?
Go on, plug it in there, Dahi.
Is it plugged in?
It is,
no. Yeah. But can you hear the distortion coming through?
No.
No?
No. 1 second. Let me just bring that cat over here. 1 second. Come here, Smith. What kind of noise you out here? Hey, come here.
That might hang on 1 second.
I had to smoke break.
Oh, he's a good monster. The best monster. Fucking absolute monster. Look at this onyx monster. The monster
big cat
himself.
there.
Look at that monster.
I didn't think anyone
What
could see
a
it.
monster, man.
What's the name of the cat there?
Monster. Fucking
That's right, no
monsters
autograph.
all together.
What's the name of the cat?
Joe. And the other lad's
Joe.
called James. Joey the monster. Look at him. Absolute
Joey the boy.
monster.
Does he
Joey
keep
the boy.
does he keep the mice? Does he keep the mice and rats at bay?
Or anything that moves, he'll eat. Because that's all he's good for, is fucking eating. Monster.
Who is this that we have? We don't have a picture of down there. A German soldier
Fucking
from 1943.
monster.
Doing a whisper. Oh no, yeah, I'm in some, what's it called, in the bed. In the bed it's pitch black, so
I
jeez,
feel like Martin hasn't even introduced us though. So who the hell am I talking to?
This is the unknown soldier known as Era.
Fair enough. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Okay, keep your secrets.
Yeah, right.
keep him close to the heart.
What about fucking Samwise Ganji? Any word from him lately? Heard he was fucking living with Rosie down the Shire, just drinking pints of cider and eating fucking chicken wings.
But did Dr. Dave figure out how to?
Wing.
Did Dr. Dave figure out how to get the guitar hooked up?
He played the guitar on the MTV. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Your money for nothing and your chicks for free. We got to install microwave ovens, custom kitchens, deliveries. We gotta move these refrigerators. We gotta move these.
All right, Dr. Dave, you gonna play us the tune right now, or what?
Can you play Think I Better Leave Right Now Before I Fall Any Deeper by Will Young? Oh, we've lost him. Lost the volume. Can you play Wonderwall by Top Loader?
No, I can hear Dr. Dave. It's just you stepped all over him.
Can you play Corn Pop's Revenge by Joe Biden?
Yeah.
Corn Pop's a bad dude. I took a leg of chain. And
number one hit is "Get Me My Mashed Potatoes." Can you play that?
I love
Where's
ice cream.
Yeah.
I want ice cream. How about I've been sniffing kids in the heat of the night? Oh no.
Dirty Joe.
Oh man, he's an absolute tyrant. I tell you one thing, man, I'm gonna fucking say it straight. Fucking whatever doubts I had before. Trump wasn't a bad old lad at all. They talked a lot of shite about him. Judge a man on his actions, not what fucking Rachel Maddow was shiting out of her back gap. Rachel Maddow is my boyfriend.
Play 99 Balloons.
Play Nitsi Luftballongas.
You may leave and rejoin the StreamYards. That's usually works.
Drums YMCA. Young man, there's a place you can go. I said, young man, I feel so strong. Martin, what is the genesis of the Pierce Brosnan's wedding joke? It was just the fact that he got married around the time we were doing the series for Storyland. So we just thought it'd be funny if Pierce Brosnan we gate crashed the wedding. It was like, how did you get in here? He's like, oh, I know the wife, like, you know what I mean? Fucking second cousin, flatmate's wife. Dr. David got a dead mic. I'm sure he's aware of this, Shawnee, my man.
Gotta put some Viagra in there, he said.
You can hang out with all the boys. Fun to come to Malone.
All the boys.
Digest. Oh, look, he wants a bit of this. Get your motor running. Head off on the highway. Looking for a Ventia or whatever comes our way.
Yeah, get them.
Oh, fucking Terry Hoosh. Is he on mute or something? Says CM Fox.
No, I just don't think he's talking that much.
What's going on, guys? I was finishing off a show, saw games, the guitars. What kind of show were you watching there, Melody? Or were you doing a show? What gives? Would you want to jump on for a chat, Melody? Hop in. It'd be nice to have you on. Long time viewer, first time caller.
Yeah, there's not many females that appear on this stream. Give it a little diversity.
The demographics are heavily flute orientated. It's like a July the 12th march.
I don't get the joke. I'm sorry.
The fucking boys up beyond in fucking Northern Ireland doing the old fucking.
Oh yeah, the Orange Boys.
Dr. David is definitely on hash.
I'm about to hit the hash again. No autographs. Don't worry about it.
Where are you? Are you going back to bed? Are you?
Huh?
You going to bed nice and early? Are you?
No, I was going to hit the hash.
Oh, you're going to hit the hash.
It's going to hit the hash. Then go to the bed.
Yeah, I got some. Let me see. What do I got here?
The hash first and bed. Is this a new person now or is that?
I got strawberry truffles.
Wow, the man knows how to party.
Is it on there? I can't even see it.
Yeah.
Boys would be arrested for that over here, so they would.
The guards take coffee and to be using themselves.
Probably. That's not much different than America.
Yeah, I can hear you.
It's a good little sativa though. Just get you nice and floaty. The monkeys
sativa and Oh, there's a nice Irish flag there.
Oh, lad. Well, look who it is. The pride of fucking Talibai.
It's again, hey. Howdy, lads.
Just turned it into a live stream party now. I love it.
Hey,
Tip my
how
hat
about
to
the
you.
big party last night there in Maloney's Digest? Big party.
Oh, heavy. It's heavy.
Have we got Dr. David back in the in the zone of the enders?
Can you hear me now?
Ah, lovely.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Lovely
I'll
bassy
go.
tones.
All
Can you
green.
hear me now? Play a song, lad.
Play a song based on
No
Xi
pressure
Ping.
now.
There's
Play the Goo Goo Dolls. Everybody loves the Goo Goo Dolls.
I'm not geared up for it.
What about fucking Iris?
Could you know that other Goo Goo Doll song?
I don't know any Goo Goo Dolls song.
Correct. They did a VH1 behind the music,
The guards take
and
off and be using themselves.
it was just that one song. They just had to stretch out 30 minutes on that one song.
That song. I remember when I first saw that, I was watching City of Angels featuring Nicolas Cage and Megan Ryan. Or was it Bringing Out the Dead? I hadn't really remembered. But when I saw that, when I heard that song back in 99, I was like, wow, that is akin to Bryan Adams's I Will Do Anything for Love. No, that was actually Love. Fuck it. Anyway, why am I even here? Over to Dee Snider. Dee Snider, I'm in every single rock documentary with Ian Glenn of Anthrax. And it'll be like, Ian Glenn, Anthrax.
Why does Dee Snider... All right. Sorry to interrupt, but I wonder about this all the time. Why does Dee Snider get so much love from the rock community? The man was a one-hit wonder, right?
Well, it was because he testified under the in the 80s. I think the what do you call it? The Mothers of America trial, the Satanic Panic thing. I think that's why he got sort of lasting legacy for that, but also because of Twisted Sister. That was shit.
Twisted Sister, God only knows how much I missed you.
But and they did Come On Feel the Noise as well. I think they did that Slade cover.
I think Joe Biden did one called "Come On Feel the Boys."
But yeah, you've lowered the tone there a bit.
I hate. There's no, you know me.
I mean, it was all good fun. It was all good fun, and then you.
Taj Mahal just says Twisted Sister is shite,
right?
Or is it our shite?
We should have a really twee conversation about like. Do you remember the 80s? Do you remember jam jars in the 80s?
Ah, they were mad.
Oh, they're great.
Is it true your favorite comedian of all time is David O'Doherty? Is it because he shares the same name as you, or what's the crack?
I'm a massive fan of because what I like about David O'Doherty is everyone can enjoy him, and some people would say, "Oh, that means it's going to be shit," and I don't think that's fair. You know, I think do make a jump or a part of your comedy. It's very funny. You know.
I like helicopters because they go woo 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 round and round the building. Basically an extended fucking Ross from Friends section. I'm so cool. I finger my own tool. I don't know. I'm just. It doesn't work. You can't finger your own tool, but I play with my balls when I'm in the shower. I pull on my fucking flute.
But this just like I mean, he makes rooms of people laugh. Fair enough. I couldn't do that, but like, it's must be like shooting fish in a barrel for him. It's kind of the same joke every time.
Tell us, elaborate what the same joke is over and over again.
The same joke is it's nostalgia combined with a non sequitur. That's basically every single one. Like
beautiful man.
Like
nostalgia combined with a non sequitur.
It's definitely
you're a lyricist.
Oh, I had to let him out because he won't take no for an answer.
I don't think he even has a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has something trapped back there.
I think
talking about a cage.
I think there's a kind of a maybe we're hearing his hallucinations or something from.
We're hearing what
sleeping through the mic.
That's intense.
Yeah, he's under a lot of pressure.
He'd rather be outside in the fucking snow.
He hadn't slept in 3 days.
I've been walking for 3 days now. A 3 slice of corned beef there, boss. 3 is a magic number. I remember when I was a teenager, I stayed up to watch the finale of the end of, and it happened many times. I'd stay up to watch the end of the channels back in the day because they didn't have any money to have anything else on at the time.
There really was nothing to do back then, was there?
Unless Jerry Springer would come on and be like, Jerry's final thought. There was one
Jerry's
episode
final thought, the best.
Did you ever see that episode of Jerry Springer where like a guy pukes on his girlfriend? I think I might be able to find it. Actually, you know what? I don't think I want to actually. I don't think I want to. But I remember seeing that and I was like, ugh. And they'd given them some sort of weird food coloring to make it look more bizarre. And it was just like Jerry's final thought. If you're trying to do an impression of Jeff Goldblum in David Cronenberg's The Fly with your girlfriend, please do so with respect and permission. Because permission and respect are very important for a healthy relationship. I'm Jerry Springer.
It was in a weird...
his security guard, what was his name? Security guard, Steve Wilkos. Got a show.
He had his own show. It was shite, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like Steve, he was good as like a walk-on part. You know what I mean?
He just got canceled here recently. He's still on. He's in now. He's got what's it called when your show keeps going on though. He's getting paid for it. You know, he's still
getting paid for it when it plays, like royalties or something.
Yeah, royalties. That motherfucker's living off Mad Springer royalties and his own show royalties. That dude's loaded.
Happy days.
Do you think in some way Dave Portnoy has picked up the baton from Jerry Springer with Barstool Sports? What from Rowdy Boxing?
No. But yes, but no. Yes, but no. Because Springer's all like totally fake, but they're often Rowdy partners. It's just normal dudes off the street that like want to fight each other. So it's genius.
I think Jerry Springer's a strange one though, because like it was filmed in the late 90s, yet always looked like it was in the late 80s. You know, it's sort of. I think it was like out. It was in this weird moral quagmire, and it stayed kind of out of time, and that's why it always just looked old.
Dude, my grandmother's 94. She
just
still
kept the real old cameras. They kept the real old cameras.
Actually, that's a very good question from CM Fox there. Where is Ye? I'd say Ye is probably keeping a low profile after just basically going, oh, he's probably come out of like whatever vibe he was on. I was like, oh fuck. And he's probably got lads around and go, look, Ye, man, just chill, you know.
Yeah. I don't know who was
give it a while.
Give it a good indica.
Yeah, exactly. It'll all blow over in a few weeks. It'll go on to another news cycle. I mean, look at the fucking clown we got in the White House, for God's sake.
Missy writes that reminds me of that short story by Bukowski called 6 Inches. You should really only read Bukowski for around 20 minutes at a time, otherwise you'll end up with chronic, crippling depression. You read was it Post Office or Pulp there recently?
Pulp. I actually need to finish listening to that. It was before it took a turn, but great legs, lovely legs, that kind of thing.
Yeah, he was called the poet laureate of the lowlives.
The poet laureate of the lowlives.
Missy's not being very nice to humans out there either. I'm not going to read this comment section. You can read it, but damn, Missy, you're harsh. And I guess your husband's well hung.
I have to check the comments. Wait, who did you say?
Missy.
Missy. All right, Missy. Yes.
Hey, what do you think of? What do you boys think about the Chinese balloon there?
The Chinese balloon.
I don't know what. All I've seen is videos on TikTok or something. YouTube shorts are just he shot it. Oh my god, they shot it. That's all I've seen.
Oh, man, that'd be fantastic fun if that thing was flying over and you had rifles just shooting at it, man.
I'm surprised that you were all shooting at it.
What was the Chinese balloon anyway? What was it doing like?
I was just taking pictures of Walmarts and like street beefs and world star hip hop videos as they happen live.
The Chinese are the censor. What's the Americans doing now? Oh, to do more partying.
Like you can't like as well. Though I don't think it was. You can't control it. You couldn't control that balloon, could you?
There were women in car parks in Philadelphia
ripping
the weaves off each other.
Who hasn't let a balloon? I know the Chinese are doing some mad shit with it. Like what Vern is like they couldn't. It's unpredictable where it goes.
Do the Chinese
Yeah.
not know how to use Google Earth and such? Because, like, even when I was in Afghanistan, we were printing off images from Google Earth to use as the map. So I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. So they were only testing the water, see how fast the Americans react. As I say, the Chinese have proper satellites anyway to see, so they're like, let's put a balloon and see what the Americans do. See how scary
They're
we
going
are.
to unleash their next secret weapon is a
Could you imagine the
Chinese version.
office meeting that went down? Right, lads, what we do? I know what we fucking do.
Don't poke the bear, though.
Don't
Just
go over to
leave-
America just for
leave
the
us
crack.
alone.
It's mad, like it's mad, isn't it?
Don't poke the big red bear.
They're going to send
or the
a Chinese version
panda.
of Phileas Fogg over to just travel the world in 80 days.
All we need is one good war to get the economy going great. So Americans are like,
Any fucking war, man.
When you
That
say
one
economy,
good-
just basically distract the public into conflict and then just sweep all the embezzlement and the corruption under the carpet then and under a veil of patriotism and send
Right.
people off to fight other lads. Fair play to
Yeah,
Roger
right.
Waters, man. He's Roger Waters is an absolute fucking legend. And David Gilmour, his wife came out and called him all sorts of things. And then I realized Polly Sampson was actually Dave Gilmour's wife. So now Roger Waters is going to re-record Dark Side of the Moon with someone else. And I was like, it's really disappointing when you hear like Gilmour's a fucking sellout, man. You know, you might not have to agree with everything that Roger Waters says, but at least he's a contrarian and he kind of sticks by his guns.
I saw Roger Waters live in Providence back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Very good show, yeah. I'd suggest going if he's still tours. How old
It
is
was,
he?
it was a concert then.
How old?
Gilmour is such a cook.
What's the plan for the lads for the night, lads?
Well, I'll have to go to bed after
Well,
this, man.
Not
Oh,
much
you're
for bed
dead.
same here. So boys, what are we going to do when World War III hits? What are we going to do? Are we going to watch out and enjoy it, have a cold can beside us while we see a big flash, or go out hiding?
It's a good question. Thank you very much for that uplifting image there, Johnny. Well, I mean, I think if the Russians go ahead and detonate that massive torpedo off the coast of Ireland and engulf it with a 400-foot wall of radioactive water, there's not really an awful lot you can do.
Send over Shady Ganley and the Sligo boys.
I'm fucking turning straight up here now, man. Fucking Sligo boys, man. You know
Come
what
on,
I mean? Going to St. Petersburg, man. Going to Beijing. I don't say like, gee, bing, man. What's crack with you, hey?
Swimming. Let's make sure you have the surfboards ready then for that.
Oh, man. Hang 10, jazz the glass,
Jim
smooth the curl,
needs a
and
good spanking
chip the
anyway.
wave fantastic. Sean's going to rub one out with an absolute fury never seen this side since, I don't know, Danny DeVito was in that film, War of the Roses. Whatever that means. Sure. Guess as good as mine. Send over Crowbar. He'll go, oh, nice bit of weight. Not all right, boy. Yeah.
Oh, the next comment.
I'm going to stock up on Oxo Q's, pot noodles, and dairy milk bars. You know what? Not a bad touch, man. Not a bad touch. Send over stateside for the bumishment. Hodge mate, who's gonna bum me now? No, you're supposed to bum the other person. All right.
Who was
Okay.
he trapped in the house? Again, that singer.
He's like R. Kelly, but instead of the closet, he's trapped in the house. Can
Who was
someone
it,
get a forklift and get me out of the fucking room, hey?
Jesus Christ. That
I'm
poor
under
man.
pressure.
Rough stuff.
Oh, you better believe it. You better believe it. Shot through the ass, and you're to blame. You gave
I have my
states a
gas
bad
mask here.
name.
If the world's going to hell in a handbasket,
Eddie,
Yeah.
what's your take on Tommy Slug?
Oh, if I don't be watching that fucking stuff,
Right.
man. It just reminds me of the amount of money he has cost us by not getting the show together with us. Because he'd rather go on, he'd rather climb Mount Doom solo than have the rest of the lads come with us and have a nice team effort. It's like he likes to be in the house by himself.
And tell me this is everybody else's game ball. Everybody
Sorry?
else is on board. Like,
Look, build it.
you
they'll
don't
come.
have to get too deep into it, whatever. You know, I'm just.
I'm going putting something together now. I'm actually going to get something going. I've still the wheels are actually in motion, and if he wants to be in it, he can be in it. If he doesn't want to be in it, he doesn't fucking want to be in it, you know. And but I'd say he'll be in it because there'd be a fucking bit of a sniff of how Lahogin, like, do you know what I mean? There'd be that man. There's only one language that man understands, and that's the language of hard coin.
Tell you what I do have though. Hang on. So I showed someone on YouTube that Tommy Slug thing, right? At Christmas. My friend says, Johnny, I have something for you. Hang on.
Oh, good stuff. Paj Mahaj, is that real? Is there actually a Fast and the Furious 10 trailer? And I remember seeing, you got the Colchan job. Oh, nice.
My mate doing a bit of research on it, says it was a real company and all this mad stuff.
Galway, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it doesn't now. It's big now, but it's not the same. How you doing? Like that kind of small. Yeah. But isn't that weird? Isn't it? He actually bought it. Like,
strange, that was a company that was basically someone had it and left it into a second-hand shop in Swinford. Cold John.
Well, there you are now. Oh, and this one, look. So where we're at.
Sideways. Johnny Sideways.
That's it, lad.
Now you need to get your own. All you lads need to start doing your own channels as well.
I have a channel, boy. Don't like. It's only a bit of drifting and a bit of messing and it was years ago. Like, but...
Hey, do you know Al Harris? He's into the drifting cracks. We Crusade.
I can't say I do offhand now, no, but like
that lad had a fucking Lambo a couple of years ago, man, and I was like, that's the lad I want to be hanging out with. Boys that drive Lambos.
Here, I'll give you a lovely one. I was in a BMW IE.
Oh, nice. Was it McGregor's?
Day, right, and it broke down on me.
Oh, Jesus.
I went and got my own car, the mothership, I call it, 07 Aventus, and towed the IE back to the garage. Go on the Aventus.
Go on. Was it? I bet she was a 2-litre diesel job as well.
1.6 petrol.
Really?
Yep. Not a bother on it, boy. It's on my TikTok, I think. Oh, no, it's not. Actually, I'll send it to you on Instagram. I have a video of it. But, yeah.
Man, your Instagram's going to be popping tonight.
What?
All Insta.
I'll tell you one thing that did well. On TikTok, I was surprised, man. I put one up there the other day, and it had like 42,000 hits already.
Fuck.
That's good going, yeah.
It's mad about that TikTok. You upload anything that gives loads and loads of views. It could be dirt too, like the fucking video.
I put this
on loads of views.
Yeah, I'd go live on that for the crack, but sure, I haven't got enough followers.
Smooth job altogether.
This yet?
Your man piloting the vehicle takes his blonde girlfriend out for a Sunday drive. She's fucking
is this one of them old Irish fucking drink driving hats?
Tidy out. Probably does a bit of body balance and yoga. It starts off with her hopping in, giving him a romantic kiss. It goes to his centre-parted head. He starts acting the bollocks at the wheel. Thinks he's Johnny Logan after a 24 slab of Pratsky. A royalty-free cover of I Can See Clearly Now the Rain Has Gone accompanies the events. He begins weaving, meandering like a total bell through traffic. Just before the climactic crescendo comes to its peak, another royalty-free rendition of AC/DC's I'm on a highway to hell accompanies his car as it splits the rear end of a mini metro like a stray tangerine caught under teenage feet in a playground scuffle. A bottle of Fanta spins around like a fizzy Catherine wheel on the road, while a teddy bear and a young girl lie motionless on the wet asphalt. Onlookers, mouths agape, upside-down owl lads hanging out of car doors, gazing confusedly at the now contrite, shelled-haired speed racer as he stands with a face on him like Brezzy in a hash cafe. Another royalty-free offering, retired. This time Swedish 80s pop duo Roxette. It must have been love, but it's over now. Plays as a judge can be heard saying, 10 years for dangerous driving.
Ways up, slow down, expect the unexpected.
Didn't I just get caught watching a DOE road safety?
Yeah, have you seen these really annoying commercials of these T-shirts? They're like true classic T-shirts. Basically, they're just T-shirts, right? And there's nothing new. They've not reinvented the wheel. Are you coming back with us? Stay with their Johnny, stay with their Johnny. It's Dr. David.
I am. I just replied to a fella there in the thing. Yes,
Alright.
CM Fox. He said that I take the drive shaft out, but no, I just put it in neutral. And I know you can't tow electric cars fast. Well, you can't actually just have the ignition on and put it in neutral. Sorry, I just had to say that to you, man. Save me from trying to comment because
Hop into the chat here, Melody. We need a woman. Woman's touch is essential.
Stay with her
Clean
touch.
field.
What's it say here? That's a fake ad. He would have put a piston through the block with that overtake.
Well, what's that other there? I remember seeing it ages ago. It's like the lad passed out. He sees a dog, does a hard pull, and breaks a woman's legs in half.
Yeah, and there's another. Oh, there's a load of them. I mean, we could probably watch the DOE.
You know what I watched
road safety
earlier, Mark,
reel.
was your little video about the behind the scenes from, or the Hardy Book video you put up about the foam party. That was funny as hell.
Yeah, I watched that yesterday. Very good.
You like that, did
made me
you?
laugh out
Was it
loud.
yesterday? It was today or yesterday I watched it. It was good. Yeah, a bit crack, yeah.
Terry of Hoosshire. Welcome
Throwback.
to the party. Welcome to the
Go.
party. My man Terrence. Any crack?
How are you, sir? You well?
Not too fucking bad. Is that
Well,
one of
Terry.
those men's sheds I see you're in there? It's one of those homemade chibi
It's a man-
jobs, is it?
Give us the scan.
Bit of
It's
fucking
like a man cave.
Tarantino
I'll
there, bit of
I'll give you a tour of the man cave.
The best of a man cave now.
A bit of the Hendrix boy.
We'll have to go put you into the
This fella
solo
here.
layout for the
Nice.
visit. Oh, nice touch, man.
ZZ
Skittles.
topping the boys.
Oh, not too bad. And tell
Hi,
me
Skittles.
this now, Terry. Is there no place?
You have a mini bar now. Mini bar.
Good to, yeah, there's
Oh,
Missy
the
there
Blair
commenting.
touch
again.
skill.
Missy commented again.
We have a
Good
super
thing.
share. We have a fucking seat. We have a
Hey,
sofa.
and tell me this. More importantly, is there no
Cans.
place? Oh,
there we
the
go.
Cans.
Oh,
There we
cans.
Darth Vader.
There's the mini bar now.
go. Oh, mother of
Bunch
teens.
got in the box.
Nice little touch. And
Anyway, that's the cave.
that's the right job. Hey, that's the right job.
You need it, like, don't you?
That is, you know what?
Don't know
Oh,
what
look,
else there
there's
is.
himself,
Interesting,
fucking
boys.
Frank Oz. The golden Oz. Jesus, nice touch, man. You got old Glory hanging up the ceiling there as well, Terry, I see. I'm saying it's the Lady Boys of Bangkok. Oh,
Lady boys.
fascinating.
Hey, the old
great.
lady boys are worth a watching, hey. I tell you,
Oh.
but best of both worlds.
Oh,
Smithwick's Ireland
the
boy.
lady with a tanja, as Alan Partridge would say.
Is that Mayo or Monaghan?
Oh, Meath, man, Meath. The game to
Monaghan, is
Belfast
it?
boy. The Lady Boys of Bangkok. 5th of November. Remember, the 5th of November.
Okay.
I can
I
smell
remember backstage at the Belfast gig, we had a bit of a livener.
Oh, we did indeed, man. The finest
It's getting dirty in here.
Doc Turpin job.
That's what you
It's a
need.
nice one.
That's what you need. Hey.
Is it a shed or is it in the house?
No, it's a shed. It's a shed. This is a man cave.
Ah, good man. That's the kind of
Sofa.
that's the right touch there, man. That is the fucking
Super
touch.
sharp.
As if all man caves are in sheds, though.
TV.
That was- It's a night. You know
Small
what?
pair of trousers.
Oh yeah.
Gotta have the trousers. The
Irish
cave's not
whiskey in the
complete
bag.
without them.
Yeah, that's class.
Hey, the oh yeah.
Spend most of my time in here.
Now,
lads, to be honest with you.
I'm starting to think you're a burglar because you're in
Oh,
there
yeah,
with
so far
swords
it was.
and a mask
It's
on.
you, yes, sir.
He just
yeah,
broke
Santa.
into someone
I tell you,
else's
there was
spirit,
some fucking
little man cave.
that night.
It's
He did, didn't
showing
he?
rooms like this to get you.
It was
to-
you, yes, sir.
Not a bad old touch at all. Not a bad old touch at all. Johnny Sideways there. Oh, the boys. Fucking boys, huh?
Laddie.
Oh,
Lads, I'm heading
laddie.
off. I'm heading off. Oh,
You hitting the road?
Right.
I'll be back on. I'm going to have an old game of fours on the steering wheel. I'm on the steering wheel here. I don't know what it is.
Oh,
Here or not. Just push.
the steering wheel, hey.
I'm going to have a little game. But
I know,
hang on,
boys.
sitting-
I'll be back
hot
shortly.
seat.
Terry. Who's is it? You who's heading off, Terry? Is it?
You
I'll be
can't
back
sit
in the
there.
house shortly.
Oh no, it's Johnny Sideways. Oh look, he's going.
I'll be
drifting.
back shortly. I'm just heading in the house.
No worries, no worries. I'll
He's
catch
just
you
selling
soon.
Good to
house.
talk to you, man. We're back shortly.
Yeah, no worries, Terry.
Right.
See you soon.
Good luck.
Where are you there? Sorry.
Johnny's doing some power sliding there in a fucking Honda Prelude from 09.
Jesus. Honda,
Bit of
that's a throwback
Turismo.
as well.
I remember when
Oh,
me and
9,
Mikey.
from 09, 99, or 99
99,
even.
yeah, that's what I meant to say, yeah. That was the one before the square lights. She was front
Yeah.
wheel drive, according to Turismo.
There's one for sale, actually, in Ballymount in a garage, a 97 one. I don't know how it's
Shared
sitting
on
there.
level with you.
Well, yeah, look, lads, I'm going to head off. Good as always. Eddie,
All
talk
right,
to you in a bit.
hey, good man, Johnny. Fucking stay with the Johnny, stay with the
How's
Johnny.
production?
Shaver, Johnny.
Good luck and God bless you know, Johnny boy. Fair fucking play to you. I swear too much. I'm aware of this, viewers. That's
Go on,
why I
take it
don't
easy,
have
lads.
that
All the
many
best.
subscribers. All right, mate. Talk to you soon.
It's sliding to swerve on first minute of YouTube. Is that how it is now? Is that
What
new
did
rules?
you say about Phil Collins? He's an honourable man.
I'm not gonna lie, I could only understand about 1 out of every 3 words he said.
Well, what's this? I see something about red wine and sirloin steak. Jeez, tonight, man.
Really?
Talk about making a man hungry. Doing power slides in a pair of Billabong 3/4.
Yeah, I gotta eat dinner,
retardant
actually.
carpet.
I just noticed what time it is. I'm gonna head off, too, and eat something now, so I'll watch on
Fair
YouTube.
dues. All right, hard man. Thanks for sticking with us. Where's Dr. David? Is
Hello.
he coming back or what's the crack?
I don't know what's the story with him.
I don't know
He's
myself,
missing
man.
in action.
He's missing in action. Guaranteed satisfaction. His favourite show was the Chipmunks. Dave is in the mix. My man Dave. He says, boys, top job,
The
man.
boys down to the 2 lads now.
It is indeed. It is indeed. Fucking the old pipeline, huh? What you make of the old pipeline crack?
The pipeline.
The
What's this,
pipeline
the
there,
Mos-
the old Nord Stream job.
Oh, the
Same
Nord
Fox
Stream.
Tilly. He knows
Oh,
a thing or
is
two.
that thing closed down with Russia, yeah, or they fucking still getting oil from the North Pipeline?
Oh, it's done, man. It's done. Sure. And you see, and the only lads who can sell it are the American boys. And I'll tell you one thing: it's 4 to 1 on the old price.
You see the way how it's happening in the UK, they're buying the oil off India, and sure, India's buying the oil of Russia.
Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make.
So,
tell you, it must be great. Moving to India now must be a great touch. There'll be boys. It'll be like Ireland and the noughties.
Yeah.
All
the oil money.
Oh man, there'll be a Leinster House level money there. There'll be brown envelopes like no one's business.
Brown envelopes bursting from the gills.
And I tell you one thing, I just have my phone maxed up connected. You might be all right, David. You're in the city there. You might get top notch on the top notch cellular activity. Get one of those Niall Quinn internet satellite jobs that were out there about 10 years ago, man. He was pioneering there for the rural areas and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Niall Quinn, the tall lad from, he's got a face like Ronaldo's statue before it was recommissioned. Upgrading those call centers, golden headphones. I heard Bertie Hearn's making a comeback. No better man for signing fucking envelopes and not having a bank account.
Oh, yeah, he's back, isn't he? Back at 10 years.
And what's he at now?
I don't know. That's what I've heard. He's just back.
Call up Elon for the old Sterling, says Shawnee. I like your new profile picture, Sean. It's very it's like one of those things that you get on one of these World Economic Forum videos that play like the xylophone or the marimba. Real low-key science music. It's like, if you're going to put... here's another thing that it didn't get the recognition. I suppose I didn't really put much effort into it. I just knocked it up over about 10 minutes. But I will do a longer version of this. It was only a little short. It was of Klaus Schwab doing a bit of stand-up comedy.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, it's gone. I don't think I didn't put it up, did I? I did. Because I remember Amanda was saying, it's gone. She's gone. She's gone. No, it's gone. Big Klaus stand-up. It's gone, I tell you. Big Klaus.
He's the one who said, you will own nothing and you'll be happy. Is that the one?
Yeah, I don't know where he got those notions from, like. What I mean?
You will eat the bugs.
I found it now. It is here. We will watch this video. It's the most serious.
Against a new virus, serious health catastrophe of the last 100 years. COVID-19, we have to reinforce our resilience against a new virus possible.
Let's just watch it one more time. The more you watch it on, oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, look, it's him. That. Oh.
What's his name?
Paul.
There we go, Paul Joseph Watson.
Oh, what are they doing now? Don't go to a gym so people can look at your bum. I want to go back to that. Yeah. Oh, Andrew Tate. He's a god.
Andrew Tate. Is he? Yeah, he's in prison now, isn't he? Or is he locked up?
Watch this lad again.
Health catastrophe of the last 100 years. COVID-19. We have to reinforce our resilience against a new virus possible.
Every time I see his face, I just get rage just looking at him. I just, oh.
That's very interesting. Jim Jordan. This is interesting now. Klaus Schwab has a statue of Lenin in his office. It's almost like they're combining the worst elements. Well, actually, no one's been sent on cattle cars to death camps yet. But I mean, it's happened a lot over the 20th century. So, I mean, you know, human beings are fuckwits. Satan claws. And I love the picture. There. It was in like Ladybird's book of toughest wanks.
That picture's literally of the definition of inbreeding.
He's actually funnier than Saturday Night Live. Well, funny enough, you say that. I actually took the laughs from Saturday Night Live of Dave Chappelle recently.
Well, I'd say it's going to be the next virus. Also be the next one.
Tedros is talking about it. He's saying like, "Oh, we got to get ready for the new avian flu that affects humans." Like, what do you mean? What do you mean by preparing? Preparing to release it? Is that what you're saying? Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, do you see the exposed
catch?
Oh, do you see the exposed of the Pfizer? What's a researcher? There a week ago or two.
Oh, you mean the James O'Keefe one with
James, yeah.
That was taken off YouTube, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
There was a meme I seen. It was like that face when you think you're gonna get fucked in the ass, but not the way you want it to.
I love when you got caught. Says, I was only lying. I was lying. You know, I was
just trying to impress my date, for God's sake. But same with super felons.
I just want to try and impress them. Everyone lies under dates.
China will provide the next strand of COVID. They are riddled with it now. Of course they are, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a very simple way. Just fucking jail all the bastards, and then it'll be sound. Yeah, my grandma said the same. She lives 101. Would you ever consider yourself the J from 5 of comedy? And if so, why? I think it's because he had quite a wide neck, and he said, "Throw your hands up in the sky, wave them around from side to side." I think that might be probably one of my favorite bits. Say Melody would know J. He's from up Leeds, up that neck of the woods. J from 5. Everybody get up singing. Five will help you get through.
I don't know. What'll be your favorite game now? What's your childhood game?
Well, funny enough, I've been playing for about Fortnite with the kids here, and I do get very competitive about it. And I'm like, just get the sniper rifle, shoot. And this isn't fun. I'm like, oh, well, it's like really difficult to watch. And I mean, she's getting better, and the young lad is like, "Can I play now?" And both of us like, "No." But we will get him to we'll train him up on the old PlayStation, and then they can waste their time doing things that make no, like getting the Geralt of Rivia from the Witcher skin. That I was like, we have to get this, we have to get it. I was like, when we got it, and I was like, did we really have to get it? It was good to have. It's a limited edition, man. I played a lot of The Witcher. It was good fun.
Oh, The Witcher. You play all of them?
No, I only played the third one. Didn't play the expansion pack either. I haven't even completed the third one because I went back to it after a long time. I couldn't remember what the fuck I was doing. I think games should have like, you know, the way when you're watching a series, it's like previously on Sopranos or something. I think it'd be good if they had like a previously on the game you're playing, and it gives you like a highlight of what's going on. Especially these RTS or these RPG games.
That's it.
Apparently, not the there's an account there on Twitter called Not the RT News. They said the new breaking new Harry Potter's Legacy game features Irish character called Spud McProvo. I tell you, there's some fantastic loot work on that game, man. There's some fantastic loot work, and that game Gwent that no one can make any fucking sense out of.
Yeah, you see everyone complaining. I see a few people complaining about that game, the new Harry Potter game.
What's the beef about it, man? I mean, what is it to complain about? It's a game where there's kids playing as wizards, and I mean,
I know something because with J.K. Rowling and was it transphobia or something like that. That's what I'm seeing.
You know what? They're a bunch of player haters, man. You know what I mean? It's like opinion, and it's just like it's like talking to these fucking NAFO people online who just can't that maybe that the side that they're. It's basically you have useful idiots that like there was one very lonely looking woman earlier on who just her whole thing was like I support Zelensky and Hillary Clinton. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Ukrainian like meme stuff, and she's got one of her as a cat with a sunflower, and it's like this bollocks of like an old lady walked up to a Russian soldier and gave them
the middle finger.
Gave them sunflower seeds so that be killed, their bodies would fertilize. You know, there's something really macabre about the propaganda that comes out of Ukraine because like it's like if you're a pro peace, basically like I don't want Ukrainians or Russians dying. And Roger Waters said this in front of the UN Assembly. Somehow you're on the side of
Russia,
imperialist Russia, and I mean, even though it doesn't, and then they've even got memes to counter historical facts such as the Donbass and the bombing and the ethnic cleansing and all this kind of thing, and the fact that you had Goldfarb and Kolmoisky and the Orange Revolution and then the Maidan coup that was also had CIA operatives. You know, it's been going on. Basically, Trump came along, put the blockers on the whole lot. 2016, Hillary Clinton was nearly USA and Russia were nearly at war. And then Trump came along. He's like, you know, this we've got enough of these foreign wars. You know, we're going to make the economy better. It's going to be beautiful. Nobody's ever going to see the economy quite the way it's going to be under me. El Guapo, it's going to be great, fantastic, beautiful. What did I say about your 401ks? Young man, there's a place you can go. You know, and it's just like, he was fucking hilarious, man. It's like the time when someone says, you called women fat pigs. No, I didn't. I called Rosie O'Donnell a fat pig.
Oh, fuck no.
Chelsea Clinton, smash or pass. How many pints are we talking? And how many whiskey chasers? It'd be just like, you'd be looking at her face going, oh, she looks like the old lady. I'm dad. If that is your real father.
Keep drinking until the beer goggles get taken off.
Do you know what I have to say, man? That Tucker Carlson is now one of my favorite TV shows of all time. I watch it every day.
Oh, yeah.
It's brilliant, man. It's like, good evening, welcome to Tucker Carlson tonight. It's got news. It's funny. And it's like, people be like, how dare you? I'm like, it's fucking
people get mad, yeah.
Yeah, I find it very entertaining. It's funnier than, I mean, like, he's got Jimmy Dore on. Jimmy Dore is like far left, or not far left. He's like left wing, and then he's got he keeps it, you know. And you got like Tulsi Gabbard, and then they'll have people like Matt Gaetz, Matt Gaetz, right? He's got a face like that on his seen on it. Matt Gaetz, he's a weird looking dude, man. But he's got all these people, but he keeps it, you know, he keeps a balance of guests, and like I remember watching him years ago. Who is this dickhead? You know what I mean? He was wearing a bow tie and he'd be arguing with his guest. And then as he went on, he started getting funnier and funnier. I mean, all of these alphabet cities, they're all compromised, man.
Tucker Carlson was on Fox News for the last 5-6 years, isn't he? Tucker Carlson, he's on the Fox News for the last 6 years, wasn't he?
I think so, yeah. He used to be on NBC. Netflix is awful spaff. If you want nuance and pathos, it's Van Damme in Time Cop. I know a lad who was conceived and married to the ending credits. Wow, what about Time Cop 2? I hate this left wing left wing, right wing. It's all bullshit. It's a fucking handy way of just funneling people into a linear dichotomy. I don't ascribe to be any wing. I'm just basically what I am. I am myself in the middle of this crazier than ever world, trying to basically navigate it. And basically getting through one psyop after another psyop. And once you start kind of waking up and using pattern recognition, you're like, I don't trust anything.
Something's off here.
Yeah, and even with Tucker Carlson, I don't fucking, I don't trust anybody, man. Literally, I don't trust anybody. But if people make the people who are making the right noises, I'm like, I look at Elon Musk, for example. Is he using all these people who were banned from previous? But the Twitter files do show that yes, there was some
dodgy shit going on.
Yeah, there is, and any Reddit is the worst, man. Reddit, is you'll literally get nobody, or you'll get all the any comments that are basically halfway
what's the camera rating,
deleted. Sorry.
Yeah, everyone's going for the camera points on Reddit, isn't it?
Yeah,
all the upvotes and badges.
Yeah, and it's just like. Free the leopards. Yeah, I don't know if any of you have watched Colonel Douglas McGregor. He was, he was the tank commander back in the Gulf War, and he's talking about the actual. There's him and there's Scott Ritter and whatnot, a few other people who again you can't trust them, but there seems to be a whole load of, I think what the fact that they've turned the young Ukrainian men into a meat wall, into this proxy army is a fucking disgrace. The disregard for human life these pricks have over in the halls of power.
And laws for the money. Forever war. A new forever war now in Ukraine.
Yeah, I mean, basically, they just want another. They want another. They think they're going to have another Afghanistan in their hands, and it was actually Brzezinski, who's Mika Brzezinski from Mika and Joe Scarborough, who Donald Trump goes, "Hey, Joe, didn't you have a girl die in your office?" Which look it up. Thoughts on the 90s Mario? It's a good question. I actually watched that recently. I thought it was quite interesting. Yeah, and the fact that they descended from dinosaurs instead of mammals.
What about the one with Ron Jeremy?
Subterranean lizard people.
What about the Mario Brothers that Ron Jeremy started and that they thought was going to be for kids, but it never went that way?
Ron Jeremy for kids.
Yeah.
Jesus tonight, man. I mean, it's probably something that will be made now today.
I swear it's a thing.
How to lick pussy with Ron Jeremy.
Do you see how scary AI is getting now? I see a lot of memes about Joe Rogan or even famous people, and it's where it's them for a few seconds.
Hey, there's a lot of plausible deniability coming up with the old AI, isn't there? There's a lot of people who probably have shit on tape, such as a certain billionaire playboy that had a lot of how do we say, incriminating evidence on very high.
That's every Playboy billionaire, though. That's every Playboy billionaire. You don't become a billionaire without hurting a few people along the way.
Yeah.
You have to be pure evil.
Who's that there? You watching Celtics?
You know it, baby.
Celtics.
Yeah, they're playing the Hornets. I only popped back in to give you a little Super Bowl preview for this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Who's your money on, man?
Played.
The Kansas City Chiefs.
It's Philly and Kansas City. The game's being played in Scottsdale, Arizona. Philly has one of the better defenses in the league. They're really, really strong up front too. So they're gonna be. I'm leaning towards Philly over Kansas City, but Kansas City has a quarterback by the name of Patrick Mahomes, who is like a freak of nature. So if that man is healthy, he had ankle problems 2 weeks ago. But if that man is healthy, you could never just say Philly's gonna win. As long as Patrick Mahomes is playing, Team Patrick Mahomes on has a good chance to win. That's why they're in the Super Bowl. So let's see what happens. But I'm picking Philly. We'll go
Green Glendale.
28-24.
I was going to say, LG was saying that book, man, that In Deadly Combat, that's a fucking that's a hell ride of a book, man. That kid was 18 when he went out there to the Eastern Front. I think he was about 23, right? and he ended up in the gulag as well. And he just listened. I mean, again, these are ordinary guys. It doesn't matter if your country is the aggressor. You've no choice. And Chris, you know yourself as being a man who's in the military. You've no choice. And there's chains of command. And it's like, what are you supposed to do? Like, you go against the chain of command, then you get court-martialed or
and
lined
up and shot. Shot in the spot.
No one has been court-martialed and shot in the United States Army since World War One.
What is a court-martial exam? What is the full definition of the word court-martial?
It's a jury of officers that are UCMJ, the Universal.
All right, so basically, it doesn't mean automatic execution. It means like you get
you go through a trial. A court-martial is just another word for trial, but you use the UCMJ rather than regular civilian law. It's basically a way for soldiers to get fucked even more.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, man, you know, like the fucking horrors of the last two wars. These bankers and these politicians and these weapons manufacturers, they don't give a shit, man. They're not like us.
You know what's funny though is you're talking about the horrors of just these two wars, but there have been wars going non-stop around the world.
I mean, like look what's going on in the Republic of Congo and
that's what I'm saying. And then look at
Mexico.
What's going on in the South Philippines and Myanmar and shit. There's bad stuff happening.
Yeah,
in countries that are white people, you know.
Yeah, of course, man. And like, you know, you look at like Liberia back in the day or Rwanda, and you know, there's fucking horrors beyond horror. Somalia is still kicking off all the time. What's the story in Peru? That seems to be kicking off a bit as well.
I don't know enough about it to speak on it.
What do you think of Hacksaw Ridge, the film? I thought it was a great film.
I haven't watched it.
Oh man, it's a top film.
Yeah, I was when I was in film school in LA, and because I was a veteran, I got invited to the premiere, and I didn't go.
Oh, it was a great film. Shot through the gooch, and you're to blame. You gave Mel Gibson a bad name.
He gave himself a bad name.
Yeah, he liked to get liquored up, all right.
I mean, we've all been drunk before, but we don't all start spewing off racial hatred when we've been drunk.
Not a good idea. Any time of the day.
Any time of the day.
That's it. He recorded all of his stuff anyway, all his meetings.
Do you remember the time Alec Baldwin's daughter, was it Kerry Baldwin, recorded him going, "You fat bitch," or something?
That's the shit.
And there's the time David Hasselhoff was eating the hamburger off the floor. And he's like, "Dad, why are you drunk? You've dropped your burger on the floor. Look at you. You're eating the burger off the floor." Hey, sweetie, it's okay, sweetie.
That's just a dickhead kid.
Yeah. You'd fucking divorce the bastard after doing something like that to you.
Don't the Germans love David Hasselhoff?
I've been looking for freedom. I'm gonna actually show you a funny clip, right, of him at the Berlin Wall. And there's something so there's something really funny about this, right? Right. I've been searching for freedom since I hassled my own half. I've been hustling more Sweden. Can you sniff my buff? Look at his piano keys waistcoat, man, or his scarf. That's fantastic.
It's very
Check
80s.
out his jacket. Wait to see. You think you've seen it all? That's pure. That's pure technology of the 80s. That is, man. Like, you'd be doing well to get a jacket like that nowadays.
You'd be doing well.
I mean, it's encrusted very, very richly in light-emitting diodes. Yeah, the wall finally came down. Now we have David Hasselhoff.
Did he write this, do you think, or?
What do you think?
No, but like, whose idea was it? Yeah, let's give David Hasselhoff this song.
I think Kit, the car, wrote it. Knight Rider wrote it, I think.
Knight Rider wrote it.
He was like, "Hey, Kit, can you write me a song?" Yes, David. I can write you a song. Wait to see this. Watch. Keep watching. Watch.
What the hell was that?
That was a flare.
Holy shit!
It blew up. Check it out. Look.
Fucking, that's some troll.
Watch. Here we go again. Someone was like, "Yeah, fuck off. Stop patronizing us." Watch this now. It was so close. Imagine if that hit him in the head.
Oh my god.
Blows up.
Then bang.
Oh, it blew up beside him, man.
Yeah, not that close, but close enough to see the dust around him. I've never seen this video before. I've seen him singing, but I didn't. Imagine he doesn't bend over right here.
Imagine if he look at that for a shot, man. So close.
Some lad for
bent over it. Wow. Well, he didn't even break though. He didn't miss a note. Good for him.
Yeah, I mean that's that's show business.
The show must go on.
Keep going until you stop breathing.
Show must go on. Did America create the earthquake with lasers to punish Turkey and Syria? That's a crazy conspiracy theory. Well, we've all heard of the fucking harp. And just to, people are like, oh, it's fucking conspiracy mad shit. The thing is, some people just don't have the imagination to imagine such things. But I'll show you a couple of images of this lad. And then I'm not saying it's true or not, but I'm saying it's something that you wouldn't know. There's technology out there.
That's some fishy.
Because it's not so much. It's about frequencies that can be beamed at certain places, and maybe might have a geomagnetic seismic effect on certain areas that may be targeted.
What's this? The Eurasian plate, isn't it?
Is that shit that they had? They say that was on the embassy in like Cuba or whatever.
No, that they were microwave weapons.
Yeah.
Like it sounds mad. You wouldn't literally you think about the technology we have. Okay, so this is they have them in a few different places across the world. I think there's one in Norway, one in Russia.
Oh, isn't there one of those in Alaska?
One in Alaska too. Yeah. Oh yeah, this one in Alaska.
The weather controlling nukes, or what they're called.
Yeah, well, I mean, conspiracy theories with Jesse Ventura. But I don't know if it shows that, but if you think about it, it's like it's very, very powerful radio waves. And I remember seeing years ago there was a harp simulation done in a bell jar where basically they created fog in a bell jar, like a 6-foot bell jar, and it was completely misted, with condensation, and at the bottom they'd had radio frequencies, and as soon as they turn on the button, all of the condensation just goes straight to the top of the jar. So who knows, man? I mean, when you consider that we're all talking in real time while I'm broadcasting, that's technology that's just stuff we take for granted.
It's like shit that you used to see in the Jetsons cartoon that's real now. And even in Knight Rider, the motherfucker was talking to his watch and shit and talking to his car. Look at that.
Exactly. They knew that. I mean, hey, shit. Hey, Knight Rider. Did you see Hasselhoff's jacket?
Imagine that technology.
Yeah. Governor Jesse Ventura. He didn't have time to bleed.
Wow.
Well, look, I'm thinking we're nearly at an hour and 40th, so I think I'm going to bail before I say any more crazy rabbit hole stuff.
Before the YouTube mods go after you.
Exactly. As Eddie Bravo would say, look into it, dude.
Okay, dude. All right. Well, I'm off. Going to watch the Celtics anyhow. But
hey, you do that. It's 2 a.m. here. But hey, listen, everybody. Lovely chatting to you, and I enjoyed the streams tonight. It was some good fun stuff. Take care. Have a great weekend. To all of you who super chatted, thank you very much. And any of you watching the archives, is paypal.me in the bottom if you feel like dropping a touch to this man here.
Check out Blazing Budgets.
And Blazing Budgets as well.
Who thinks Odyssey is the way forward now for videos, like for good videos now?
How do you mind?
You know how like YouTube is like banning, pretty much everything now. And
Odyssey.
Odyssey, yeah.
Yeah, it was just, to be fair, like YouTube has the best infrastructure for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's the problem. But I do know is that YouTube's getting strict and they're retroactively putting rules. So you can make a video about 2 or 3 years ago, YouTube makes a new rule, boom, that's banned, and you get strike for it.
Retroactive banning as well. But the thing is with YouTube, they're part of the Alphabet Group, and it all goes back to the spooky ones, the glowy ones. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes, Sean. Back to the glories, mate. Well, listen, everybody, you're all fantastic, and just keep an open mind, but don't keep it too open that your brain falls out. Do you know what I mean? Just,
it goes into mush.
Closed mind don't get fed either. But exactly, goes to mush. But anyway, I'm gonna shoot off and climb the wooden hill and resolve the evening for its fondest tidings. 1 second.
Have one, lads.
America have all sorts of weapons we don't know about. That's why nobody has decreed or declared war on them since Japan, and look how that ended. Yeah, I mean, look, most of the budget goes into making shit that we have no idea. They probably have anything that's conceived they've probably put into some sort of production.
Same with the Chinese too. You want to see what they're doing?
And I tell you one thing, they'll do it, but they'll do it cheaper.
That's all.
Yeah, but it won't last.
Hey, I don't know about that, man. Do you hear about these these M1 Abrams are sending to Ukraine? They're building them. I've
heard about them a couple of times. Tell me more.
But they're not sending the super secret composite armor because they don't want them to fall into. But that's the thing. Everyone was on Reddit going, "Oh, free the leopards, free this." Man, what good is a fucking Leopard tank, right, or Challenger, if you're dealing with a heavy bomber or a drone that's about 8 miles away from you? You can't even see it yet, and it sees you. Or a caliber missile.
Yeah, and plus they need to train new crew. Ukrainian crew that have no experience.
You're wasting too many people. You just get a satellite, call over to a destroyer. Hey, launch this thing right here, right now. Boom, done.
I also heard the Wagner group are actually paid more just to capture the tanks, like not even destroy them, just capture them.
Oh yeah,
apparently
they're looking for like 1 million rubles per for anyone who captures one. I mean, it seems. Hey, James, before we go, that's a good point there, Graham Russell. Thanks very much, mate. I realised that that Sam Smith is the stateside or / James Corden of music. And before we go, let's just look at Sam Smith's new album.
Do we have to?
I just want to, just as a celebration.
Slap on there.
Let me see.
James Corden is one of the most annoying humans on the planet.
Oh man, he's a tosser. An absolute tosser. Oh man, there was a couple of good ones on on Twitter. It was all over Twitter today, and it was just like, let's see. Yeah, Madonna, man, that just, she's a very sad character, isn't she?
Yeah, I don't see the big deal though.
It's just like,
If she wants to look like that, she can look like that. It's no skin off my
Yeah,
back.
no, I get it, but it's just like there's a lot to be said for just great
Aging gracefully.
I'll share this. Right, let me.
I'm not going to kick her out of bed, though.
Jesus, Chris. Jesus. I mean, if you went in a time machine, then fair enough. Back to like 95.
I don't care. I'd just be the dude that I could say, no matter what, I banged Madonna. You didn't, so I win.
If I were you, I'd wear a full body condom.
I mean, you don't even know. She's one of those super rich ones that has access to all the good drugs. She's fine.
What to say here? I don't know who this lad is. It says here, when I look at these pictures, it just fills me with sadness. Honestly, Sam Smith had such a talented artist with all the success in the world. He had it all. And now he's the shell of a man he once was. He sold his soul. And for what? For those nipple tussles. You think Sam Smith would let me hit? Don't understand that, man. I don't get what. Does he want? Oh, here we go. This one.
Oh my god. The fuck?
Lord Michael Martin, 1st Duke of Bexhill. Apparently, I need to be kinder. I try to apologize for being unkind to the poor tardigrade for comparing it with Sam Smith, but seems even that isn't enough for some. What's to say here? I have opinions and share them. I don't post insulting, hurtful pictures comparing people to joints of meat. It's not a joint of meat. It's an enlargement of a bed bug or something. Perhaps ask the originator of the tweet for the exact scientific name. It's a tardigrade. Just try to be kinder. Okay, I will try to be kinder. I apologize to the tardigrade for in any way comparing it to Sam Smith. There, good enough? Oh man.
God. That is something else.
That's too much.
That's Hollywood for you, man. Do you know what I mean? That's what you get for fucking hanging out with those degenerate bastards.
That's the type of shit that'll get your channel blocked right there again.
Mm-hmm.
You're really pushing the limits tonight.
Hellbound train, you're on its tracks. I don't have a problem with Sam Smith's experiment of androgyny. I just wished he was better at it.
Who is Sam Smith?
Some singer from England.
Oh yeah, that
looks like Stürtzeit. Sam Stürtzeit. Oh no.
Oh god.
Twitter can be so cruel.
Is Twitter actually got any better when the Elon Musk taking over?
Brought to you by Pfizer. Sorry?
Is Twitter any better with Elon Musk at the helm, or is that the same?
Well, do you know what? I'll tell you, there's a couple of, what's this here? Satanic Temple announces 2023 conference in Boston. Masks are required. What are they, like the kind of fucking eyes wide shut masks, or just the masks for?
I don't know. I own one Tesla share. Am I invited to that meeting or what?
I don't know.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
But hey, it's gone up since I bought it. One full share. I'm coming after you, Elon.
Has to be done, man.
Oh.
Has to be done. I don't know. As my mother would say, I just see a lot of things. Television was the worst thing that ever came into the house. And I used to always be like, you're just old-fashioned. And now I'm like, yeah, she's fucking on point, really. It ruined houses, that bastard. The demon with the one eye in the telly. Look at Chris Perez watching it. And he'd be watching a load of adverts by Geico. Geico Insurance.
The devil's best friend, RTE.
Oh, come here to me now.
Oh. I swear to God, there was just a Geico commercial on. I'm not even joking.
What I tell you, man. And it'll be something like, the next one would be like some sort of Chicken Shack or something.
Chicken Shack?
Arby's. Chuck E. Cheese. Bring the family down and jump in the ball pool.
Could be KFC.
Listen, you make me hungry now, you slag.
All this wonderful American cuisine.
Wait, is KFC and McDonald's Sweden?
I want crispy American chicken wings, man. Buffalo style. I like. I just
Come
want
through.
that. It's
Come
come through.
through.
What'd you say? Sorry, what were you saying? Mioshkin.
Oh yeah, is the McDonald's and KFC good in Sweden? That's
Not bad, to be fair. Not bad. Not bad.
It's never really bad. It's the same shit all the time.
Mm.
But it's
They
not
must
good either.
Yeah.
Well, but you know, it's actually there's different laws of nutritional value. Apparently, they're sticking like dried crickets into like cheese puffs and stuff over there now, so you got to be careful of what you're eating.
Crickets are all right. Don't people love eating that in Southeast Asia?
I guess they do.
The crickets,
are,
what they have. Crickets and tarantulas.
These ones are the bugs that Klaus was wanting to give them the stinkiest crickets in their cheese doodles.
Celtics are on a nice little run right now.
How are the Celtics doing in the B-ball?
They are in first place in the NBA. They have the best record in the league.
How about that? You know, I met these three sound dudes. They work for Monster Jam. They're over building the tracks. And I came out and I said, I don't know what team. I think it was like, oh yeah, I just go. And this is what Matty Boyle went, how about those Diamondbacks? And he was like, how about them? And I went, my mate Chris does that as well.
Yeah, what do you mean?
I just like throwing some sort of like NFL, NHL, NBA.
I know you're taking the piss as you say, but like it's basically like it would be like,
how about those Raptors?
How about Liverpool this year? You know, how's theirs?
How about them?
Yeah, like what do you want to know?
You know what I mean? But just like random, like, how about those Oilers?
Well, they don't exist anymore.
Exactly. I've got a hat though. My cousin got me a retro one from the 80s. The Oilers. I should ask someone about, hey, how about those Oilers? What Oilers?
Fuck.
How about
Houston or Edmonton? Because Houston Oilers were a football team that relocated to Nashville, and now they're the Tennessee Titans. And Subway commercials right on schedule. Right.
Remember Jared? Jared was on Nines. Jared was on Epstein's Island.
Edmonton,
Kevin Spacey, Woody Allen
exists though. The Edmonton Oilers exist. They play in the NHL.
Oh man! In fairness, Max Burger, you like CM man. Cheese dip.
Some of these advertisements are a little wild though. There's a lot of money in commercials, Martin. You know, look at that Hennessy commercial.
Hey, Matty Baby was saying, I almost got jumped in 1986 in Boston for throwing out how about those Mets?
Can't do that. Can't do that in 86, Martin, especially because the Mets beat the Red Sox. That's why he's saying that.
How about those nipple tassels?
After all, I don't know, Melody.
Anyway, look, I'm definitely going to go this time. You're a great, you know, I'm blessed to have such a beautiful crew in the chat.
Good squad.
Enjoy that weekend now, everybody, and I think I'll be on next weekend as well. We'll do a bit of talking.
You have the kids this weekend? You have the kids?
I do, yeah, I do. But I think I might have the Super Bowl off though.
I'll give you a ring on. I'll give you a ring on Sunday then.
Sweet beans, mon ami. Oh, we got Kevin Barlow all the way from the Bahamas, man. That man knows what's up. He knows the score. Kevin, we're just about to sign off. You made it in just as the door was closing.
Last second.
I'll stick around now for another 3 hours.
3 hours. Oh, you see the big UFC match tomorrow?
Who's that? Brock Lesnar's sister versus Michael Caine. Budjanowski.
Volkanovski and and Islam Makhachev. I can't.
I've lost interest in it lately. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, these two dudes are nasty though. It's Habib's little brother, Islam, and now he's fighting Alexander Volkanovski, and they're both nasty.
They're both evil, cruel bastards. They should be put down.
They should be put down.
They're a danger
put down like Furman.
Well, Kevin Hall.
They're a danger to society.
Kevin B. Hall knows the score, so who does he think's going to win?
CM Fox wants to know, why do all American teams relocate to other parts of the country? I don't get it.
It's because of the wedge, baby.
It's just like Liverpool moving up. It's like Liverpool moving to Bristol. Like, you know, they just like, but they have different names of the teams. It's like the Liverpool Lima Birds versus the Bristol Bears. You know, so
I mean, well, it also has to do with the way cities have changed in the last 100 years, you know. So like,
how about those cities?
teams that were in like Rockford, Illinois, don't need to be in the NBA anymore. Like they need to be in Miami. You know what I mean? Like no one's going to Rockford, Illinois. So they moved.
Didn't the Buccaneers move to Tampa? Or was it the Buccaneers?
Yeah, Tampa Bay is the Buccaneers, but they've been there. They've been there for a good minute since the 70s.
Or the Tampa Lightning?
Yeah, the Tampa Bay Lightning are a hockey team.
Yeah, but weren't they another team or something?
Yeah, I think they came. Where did they come from?
Well, put it this way. I mean, Florida's not exactly known for its natural frozen over lakes. You know what I mean?
That's true, but they did win the Stanley Cup last year, I think.
Is that the Stanley Kubrick Cup?
That's the best trophy in sports, the Stanley Cup, man.
It's fucking big enough anyway.
Probably they keep it the same height, but one team's plate gets taken off every year and put in the Hockey Hall of Fame, which I think is in Montreal, Canada, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, but yeah, and then you carry it around, drink it. Babies have been baptized in it. People drink out of it. I'm sure some sicko took a shit in it.
I'd expect nothing less. To be fair, that's the highs and lows of prestige at the end of the day, man, and it means different things to different people.
Wow,
feeling well.
Well, anyway, listen, lovely lads. I got a fucking burst now, but listen, all of you have a great weekend, and I wish you all the best with your nearest and dearest, your friends and your family. Look after yourselves and have a good time.
Good luck and God bless.
Good luck and God bless, ladies.
Talk to you.
Do a good job wiping. Bye.
You better
wipe
believe
hard
it.
and wipe easy.
Oh, back to front to back. Doing the side to side, like fucking
up and down, left and right.
Who's that woman who's the woman who blew up the arena in Manchester? Ariana Grande job.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Good luck.
Good luck.
Tosh you on.